You're standing in the middle of a protest outside the Capitol building, and you have zero idea why you're actually there. Your roommate Marcus dragged you along. He's got a poster board. You've got a phone at 9% battery and a mild hangover. Somewhere between the chants and the news vans, you make a decision. You have no idea that decision would soon make you insanely rich and famous for all the wrong reasons. Congress just voted to raise interest rates on federal student loans and gut Pell Grant funding in the same bill. Marcus and a few thousand students were bussed in from campuses across 3 states. They decided enough was enough and organized a march on the Capitol steps. It's a genuine cause with real anger behind it. The news vans lined up outside are treating it that way, using the same serious tone they save for elections and natural disasters. You're not really a protest guy. You've never held a sign in your life before today. You're the guy who gets bored in line at Chipotle and starts filming his own feet for no reason. So while everyone around you is chanting in unison, you're standing there thinking about content. Of course, you feel a little guilty about that, but not guilty enough to put the phone away. There's a line of officers in riot gear directing crowd flow near the barricades. They're not doing anything dramatic, just standing there looking extremely serious. Your brain goes straight to Subway Surfers audio. You hit record and sprint past the officer line like you just stole a bike, phone held sideways. One officer glances at you for half a second as if he's questioning every decision that led him to this exact job. That's clip 1. For clip 2, you find the most stone-faced officer in the entire formation and do the "who's more likely to" couple trend next to him. You point at yourself, then at him, mouthing the questions while he gives you absolutely nothing back. He doesn't break once, and somehow that makes it the funniest thing you filmed all year. For clip 3, you rope in 5 exhausted protesters who've been marching for 2 hours and get them to do an old head bob dance in a perfect line, all while a local reporter is doing a serious segment 15 feet away. He's completely unaware that he's about to end up in the background of your video forever. You stitch it together in the Uber home and caption it "Peak Gen Z Protest Behavior." You post it, plug your phone in, and pass out on Marcus's couch without even taking your shoes off. You had no idea what you'd just uploaded. Nobody ever does at this point. You wake up to find your phone hot to the touch. It's been sitting on a couch cushion all night, getting absolutely buried in notifications. You unlock it, and the screen barely loads at first. There are too many alerts stacked on top of each other. Your Subway Surfers clip is sitting at 4.2 million views. You stare at it for 10 full seconds, convinced it has to be a glitch. You refresh, and it's already at 4.3 million. You watch the number climb in real time. By noon, it's past 40 million. Marcus is banging on your door, yelling that you're on the news, and not internet-famous news either. This is your mom's news, the kind with a chyron and a guy in a blazer using the phrase Gen Z activism, like he's diagnosing a disease. 2 national morning shows play your Riot Cop couple trend clip and spend 4 minutes debating whether Gen Z has ruined political protest for good. Nobody asks you what you meant by it. Nobody needs to. You're just the clip now. Your follower count starts moving at a speed that honestly didn't feel legal. 4,000 followers on Monday, 600,000 by Wednesday. Then the money hits. You open your creator dashboard and watch your AdSense and creator fund balance climb by the hour, fueled purely by the sheer volume of eyeballs hitting your page. It's not that advertisers are chasing your name specifically. Viral chaos like yours usually isn't even the kind of content premium brands love. It's just volume. Millions and millions of views, stacking payouts 1 fraction of a cent at a time until the fractions turn into real money. Then the direct messages start landing on top of that. A protein powder company slides into your DMs, offering $12,000 for a single 5-second product placement. That's more money than your part-time barista job pays in an entire year. A high-profile talent manager emails asking for a 15% cut to manage your incoming deals, and you don't even have a business email. You just have an old student account with a username you picked when you were 15. You should feel unstoppable right now, but mostly you feel like you're driving a car with no idea where the brakes are. You're sitting in your 9 a.m. lecture, or at least you're supposed to be. But actually, you're on your phone under the desk, watching your follower count creep toward 1 million. You're trying to calculate that another week of this traffic could clear your entire college debt. You lean over to show Marcus, and that's the exact second your screen changes. Account suspended for violating community guidelines. There's no warning attached to it, no specific reason given, and the appeal button doesn't actually do anything when you tap it. The account with 1 million followers, the videos with a couple 100 million combined views, the pending $20,000 in creator payouts sitting locked in the app's wallet. All of it is replaced by a gray screen. You refresh it 11 times, as if the app owes you an explanation. It never loads again. That's when it really gets to you. The organizer who spent 6 months building this protest, someone who's been fighting the tuition hikes long before you showed up, posts a direct video. It's pointing at your face that hits 2 million views in hours. She says people like you turned a life-or-death financial fight for students into a personal clout and cash machine. She says you walked away rich off something you never actually cared about. You don't have a comeback for that, because she's not entirely wrong. You went for Marcus. You stayed for the clip and the money. Somewhere in between, you forgot the protest was ever the point. So now you're banned. Your potential fortune is frozen behind a support screen, and you're being called a fraud by someone whose opinion actually matters to you. You build a backup account that night with about 9 followers, most of them bots. You post one video, no jokes, no brand placements, just you talking straight to camera. They took down my main page. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's coming back. You fall asleep expecting nothing. You wake up to your backup account sitting at 200,000 followers. Overnight, without you doing anything, #BringBackTie is the #1 trending topic on every trend-based social media platform. There are fan edits, reaction videos, people stitching your ban announcement with captions like, "They can't silence him." A meme page with 4 million followers posts a countdown clock for your reinstatement with 0 real information behind it. You didn't organize any of this. You posted one honest video, and the internet did the rest. The same way it made you famous in the first place. 6 days into the ban, the platform quietly lifts the suspension and issues an automated statement about the decision being made after further review. Your main account comes back online with every video, every comment, every dollar in your creator balance, and every follower still intact. Your reinstatement video, just you saying, "I'm back," with the most exhausted face you've ever made on camera, pulls 15 million views in a single night. Then the copycats and the serious money show up. A late-night host attempts your dance trend live on television. A politician's office posts a relatable clip referencing your Subway Surfers video, trying to look in touch with young voters. Brand deals come back with 5-figure contracts attached. A talk show books you for a sit-down interview. Strangers start recognizing you at the grocery store. On paper, you got everything you thought you wanted. But sitting there with it all restored, you realize you never actually controlled any of it. Not the fame, not the ban, not the comeback. One algorithm handed it to you. Another one nearly took it away. And a fan base you didn't build brought it back before you'd even figured out what you wanted to say. You don't actually get to decide what you're famous for. The internet decides, hands you the aftermath and the money, and then just walks away. This story is fiction, but it's inspired by something that actually happened recently in 2026. A student started filming funny reels at a protest in India, blew up to hundreds of thousands of followers almost overnight, got his account suspended at the exact peak of his fame, and watched his own fans organize online under the hashtag #BringBackIsaac until it finally came back. Can you guess who he is? Drop it in the comments and stick around. More coming soon.